Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Wisconsin Badgers, Barry Alvarez Field at historic Camp Randall Stadium, where we are looking forward to a fantastic battle. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the UCLA Bruins, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Badgers will boot it away to start the game. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Bruins offense will take the first swing of the game. When your quarterback takes the field, you want him to look just like this guy, exuding confidence.
Yeah, the it factor. He's the man. Nobody questions it. Everybody on this team knows they've got his back, and he's the leader.
Everybody in this stadium also knows the offense goes as this guy goes. He has got to play well today.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to Brown. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason. Don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Scrambling away. He'll throw it. Got his man on the right. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The Bruins are flying down the field. They go to the ground. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Bruins moving the chains on the ground, and they've had some great running backs there. Some have flown under the radar a little bit.
Yeah, guys like Jonathan Franklin. And listen, you can always find elite recruits and great playmakers out there in the Golden State.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
I love when players understand situations, and they understand where the first down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Give to the back. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Ninth play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a third down. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive. able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
First down here for the offense. Wide out in motion. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And come to the line, hoping to get some of that yardage back from the 17. Hand off from the gun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. And the Badgers will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take.
He lets one fly deep. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, UCLA. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Colorado went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters there in that 4th quarter. Total destruction by the Buffs in a statement win, if there ever was one. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. The Badgers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Scanning the field, it's Dennis. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that 1st down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic, picked off. Trying to take it back. He's at the 20. He goes out of bounds at the 7-yard line, but what an opportunity after that pick. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick 6. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know, if you can break that play and you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick 6 if you're on offense.
Lets it go to the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Badgers. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. UCLA will go back to work on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Now he's looking to throw it. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He'll pull it down and run. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
It's complete to the right. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback checking off. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll go to the ground. Open space at the 25. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. And the Bruins have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bruins. They'll try to add another to their lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground, their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top.
He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off. Catches it cleanly at the 20. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
That's a nice-looking run. That reminds me of Jonathan Franklin, Maurice Jones-Drew, Zach Charbonnet. In recent years, they've had a lot of ability at the running back position. How about this name, though? Little-known fact. The great Jackie Robinson also played running back for UCLA. You know he's smiling down from heaven watching that last carry.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
He fires the pass, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Gets away from one. He's got space. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. 1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives him momentum. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers.
And the ball is intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
In situations like this, it's nighttime, it's so cold, it's so hard to complete these types of passes. And for these wideouts, it's going to be tough just catching the football because that thing, I guarantee you, feels like a rock.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to throw, it's Dennis. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, you know, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. Going up top on 1st down. He's looking deep. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Caught over the middle. It's Slater. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his 1st interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Finds his big tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got an open man. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And the Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. He's going for it all. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. He's looking to pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. On second down, they'll take to the air. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Third and goal coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Snags it. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. This is a short kick, but the problem is the angle. And the kicker delivers to 3 to salvage that drive. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Touchdown, UCLA. And once he got loose, it was all over. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Motion from the offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. On the move from inside his 5. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll try the run. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Madison.
The Bruins will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do it.
Hit the afterburners, kid. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. The Badgers want to move quickly.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down. Off-play action. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so...
Looking for a huge play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Dropping back, it's Dennis. Pressure coming. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Fires to the wideout. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Man, what a great break of the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time. But you always, always remember your first. Your first.
Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. UCLA will go back to work on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. And he's to the 48-yard line. First down.
Well, they get another big run for a first down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They're getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the tailback. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the Bruins will have it 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Can't get him to the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Getting deep in the 3rd quarter, minute and a half to go here. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
And that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first downs. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding, offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Back to throw, it's Dennis. Quarterback adapted. On the run, fires downfield. He's got an open man. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and a touchdown Bruins. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Old Dominion rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Ballard Stadium. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Last run didn't get much. Ball's at their own 26. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And this is why you don't want to get in these situations. 3rd and long, defense knows it's pass. They're playing pass, playing deep. QB has nowhere to go with the football, so he just throws it away.
He unleashes a long one. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Looking to scramble. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback checking the play. To throw, it's Dennis. A shot toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires to the big fella. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. That is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, the lead's still at 15. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
He wants to throw. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. That is the last thing you want on 1st down as an offensive sack. Now it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Unleashes one deep. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Badger! Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going to get that one. Nice job.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Line gets set, first down. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
The Bruins get enough to move the chains.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. They move the tight end all over. Hands it off. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. After losing a couple on that last play, here's second and 12. Blasted as he lets it go. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Dropping back, it's Dennis. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. And he's got it inside the 20. Touchdown, UCLA! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to throw on first down. He wants a big play here late. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. After the incompletion, looking at second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? And the Badgers with the 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Finds his man down the middle. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Looking to throw it again. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. He's looking to throw. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He's got his man. He will not pick up the first down. The desperation play, and that one might have sealed their fate. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. Gonna take a shot. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, the defense is starting to figure it out, I think. It's taken them some time. This guy already has 2 touchdown catches. That time, though, they were in a better position in coverage to force the incompletion.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. And the incomplete pass turns the ball over on down. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Feeling some heat. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
He's got him, and they convert. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so